Buongiorno everyone, Renty here from the Magpie Channel. Chris sent us over a few questions, so here I go with a little look inside Newcastle United and towards the game against you lot on Saturday. First question from Chris was the kick-off time being pushed down to a 12:30 due to Sky. What do us travelling fans make of that? Obviously, having to come all the way from up north, Newcastle, we're pretty much in fucking Scotland, aren't we? They're going all the way down to London, pretty much fucking Paris. Having to travel all the way down there, and there's people leaving at daft o'clock in the morning. You're talking 3-4 o'clock in the morning, that man, just to get the game. It's typical modern day football. It's typical broadcasting companies not giving a fuck and ruining it for everyone else. Basically, the same thing's happening on in March for your local rivals Arsenal. That game's for us has been pushed to a Monday night. How on earth are football fans, Geordies, meant to come all the way down there on a Monday night, train times, after work in the morning on the Tuesday? However, man, just accommodate fans for a change. All they've done is pushed it there. I mean, we're still mad, like, and then that, the know will still take thousands down there, but it's not the fucking point, is it? People look towards the weekend, they have work all week, come Saturday, they want to go down London, maybe stay for the weekend or whatever. Oh no, we'll just push it to a bastard Monday night. Absolute joke, but this Saturday, same thing applies for you against you lot. Early kick-off, not ideal, because if it's a 3 o'clocker, you can set off at 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, get there, 1, 2 o'clock, go straight to the ground, sorted. But like I say, people haven't leave dead early on Saturday. It's just not right, but it's the way Sky Sports and football is these days, unfortunately. Chris's second question is, how do I see the game going, especially after the week Tottenham have had? This is Wednesday night, by the way, before the Watford game, so we don't know what the result of that is yet. Also, are we disappointed that we won't be playing at the new stadium? Aye, we are, because I remember I messaged Chris about a month ago or so saying, is it going to be at the new stadium? Because we really wanted to come down there. We still would have went to Wembley, but with the kick-off time and everything being moved, weight restrictions is not allowing us to go to the game. So back to the first question, nightmare. We can't go due to work, being that early, not ideal. Would love to keep the new stadium. Hopefully we'll stay up this year so we can go see it next year if it's eventually done. But how I see the game going, I fancy it to win. Honestly, I do, and I was saying that before we beat Man City last night. I really was. I think we've got an alright record. When we play you on our last season, we got beat 1-0, but it was a very tight game. I don't think we deserve to lose. We're better against the big teams. Again, shown last night. Again, shown where we've went to Old Trafford and we were 2-0 up. Still fucking got beat, threw it away with 20 minutes to go. But we'll play better against the better sides, where the emphasis isn't on us. We can sit back, Haiti's on the counter. It suits our game. One of the pressure's off. We seem to rise to the occasion, and I think it'll be a 1-1 or a 2-1 Newcastle on Saturday. What have I made of Tottenham this season is the third question. Decent until recent times, because obviously in the last week or so, he's just been knocked out with 2 cups. So your season's just been turned on its head in a matter of days, really. But it's ever since the Harry Kane injury in it, and the fucking dominoes have just been fought. The Jenga set, you pull one bit out, and the whole fucking thing collapses. Son is obviously back, I think, for Saturday, which is a bit of a blow, because I really rate him. Like, I think he's next in player. But Ali and Kane are still out, so that's definitely a big blow for you. But let's not kid with Solly. They've still got an outstanding team, brilliant defenders, brilliant keeper. The likes of Christian Eriksen, Lucas Moura. There's still some very dangerous players there, so it's not at all going to be an easy test for Newcastle. Like I say, though, I think Tottenham plays some great football. You've got one of the best managers in the world, in my opinion. Very good, young, intelligent manager. So the season's been good until of late, but yous as well haven't been investing much. So key injuries, 2 key players is cost you. But up until about a few weeks ago, I thought he was having a really good season. Really good team to watch. I enjoy watching Tottenham play some nice football. That kind of leads on to Chris's fourth question there about the injuries and can Newcastle get the 3 points. So just reiterating the fact that I really think we can. I think we can go there. Haiti's on the counter. Keep it tight at the back, and I think we will sneak the 3 points. I really do. How's life being a Newcastle fan? Pretty shit until last night, mate, to be honest. We were 1 point above the relegation zone, but now we're a few points clear. We're sitting in 14th. That's how tight it is down the bottom. Mike Ashley's actually spent some money. Club record transfer for Miguel Almiron coming through the door, 20 million. Finally blowing the Mike Loan deal out of the water, which he's been our record signing, 16 million since 2005. Absolute joke. Finally making some signings though. Hopefully be enough to keep up. Hopefully be enough to keep Rafa. So it's a bit more positive lately. If I had been doing this video last week, it would have been, ranting a lot grumpier. But at the minute, big win last night. Let's not get carried away. It is only one game, but with some new faces coming through the door, it's there's a bit of positivity on Tyneside for a change, because just a few days ago it was all doom and gloom. And that question there is, what's the best we can hope for? It's still, under Ashley, 17th, 16th. Because he'll snap your hand off for that every season. It's all he wants, Premier League survival, so he gets his TV money and doesn't invest in the club and buys fucking HMV instead. Debenhams, House of Fraser, that's all he cares. Pocket Newcastle's money and investing in his own interests, but not the club. But that's fucking shit, innit? That's modern day football owner. Worst of the kind, really. But I could go on forever about that fat prick, and I won't. Key players is the last question from Chris. Key players from Newcastle United on Saturday. Salomon Rondon, the first one. He's done an outstanding job up front. He's really thriving in a Newcastle shirt, being in the number 9. I don't see many players better than him at what he does in holding the ball up, bringing others into play. Took his chance against Man City brilliantly last night. Iwosi Perez, decent little runs in behind from him. He played really well, remember, at Wembley last year against Hughes. We have Sean Longstaff, who's just been breaking through the academy. He's been absolutely tremendous since coming in. Pep Guardiola said they couldn't deal with him last night. This is an academy graduate who a month ago hadn't even made his Premier League debut. It's been awesome. At the back, our back five is working really, really well at the minute. Fabian Shaw has been a bargain signing. He darts forward. He scored a couple the other week against Cardiff in the 3-0 win. We've got Martin Dubravka in goal. Bargain, £4 million. Unbelievable signing. Great goalkeeper. He's got one of the best stats in the league. So Newcastle got some really good players across the pitch there. We are still missing the likes of probably Shelby, Diame. But those are the key players for us. And the Spain the team is looking alright. And especially if we bring Almiron in a couple more, we could push on having an average season. I mean, we ended up finishing 10th last year. No one thought that was going to happen. But as long as we survive, that's the main thing. Key players going forward there, though. Rondon, Dubravka and Shaw. Right, so I'm going for a 2-1 Newcastle win the weekend. Just watching, everyone, and enjoy yourselves. Make sure you check out the Magpie Channel as well on YouTube. The Magpie Channel, Newcastle Fan TV. Plug. See you later.